Life is incredibly short. 28,000 days on average we live for. How many days have you wasted? I've wasted so many. Laying in bed, tired, hungover, feeling absolutely terrible. Wasting life away. One of my biggest frustrations that I've ever had was always talking a good game that I was going to do something with my life and I didn't do it. And I look back and I think I wasted so many days. I had great fun, don't get me wrong, but wasted so many days. I see people waiting around for the perfect time to do things, and if I could go back and give myself advice, I'd be like, there is no perfect time. Perfection is just procrastination. The environment's never going to be amazing. Everything's not going to go how you want it to go because it's not meant to. They done an interview to, I think it was a book recently. So basically, don't quote me on the facts of this, but I know where it comes from. Someone interviewed people on their last days, and the biggest thing they said is that they wish that they didn't work as much. Now, if they wish they didn't work as much, and they definitely said they wish that they didn't waste as many days, why do we do it so often? Why do we get stressed about pointless things that we can't control? Why do we waste our days away, spending hours in a funk that we can't get out of? All because maybe the electric or the hot water's gone and you're throwing your toys out the pram because you've got no Wi-Fi, even though you can just go down to an internet cafe and use that. Or what about the times where you've had an argument with someone and you've wasted the day away instead of just making up with them and just be like, look, it's cool, let's put it to bed, it's cool, it's cool. And we've all been there. We get stubborn, we get angry, and I feel like when we live life we just assume we're just in this video game where everything goes on forever, or we get to 90 years of age and we press a button and we just go straight back to the start. It's not the case, and it's the biggest fear that I have. I've always left situations that no longer serve me to be happy anymore. I've always pushed myself as much as I possibly can, but I've also wasted so many days like hungover in bed or anxious or just cruising through life and just living some bum life, missing out on happiness, when one day I'm going to wish that I could just go back to that day and appreciate that happiness. There shouldn't be a second in your life where you question what you deserve and what you need to be doing, because all you need to be doing is making the most of your days. I've really got to a stage of, if things go wrong, so be it, because I cannot be bothered to waste my days panicking, stressing, worrying about anything anymore. To not realise the power I hold in creating the life that I want, and all the impossible battles that I won, making the most of the hard days when I used to hide away from the world. Understands that there's going to be a time, going to be sit there with false teeth looking out the window at an old people's home, and there's going to be one thought going through your head, and this is the biggest thing I never want to happen to me. I sit there and go, I wish I got more out of life. It scares the absolute life out of me. That is worse than death itself, because sitting there in regret, not being able to go back and change anything, would be absolutely heartbreaking. Miracles will start to happen in your life when you make the most of the days, because trust me, I believe in miracles, baby.